Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're diving into one of Amtrak's most scenic and historic routes, the Cardinal. If you're someone who loves trains, cross-country journeys, or simply the charm of America's heartland, you're in for a treat. Without wasting any more time, let's get right into this immersive experience aboard the 2026 Cardinal Train. Picture this, the sun rising over the Appalachian Mountains, mist curling through the trees, and you're sipping coffee in the lounge car of the Cardinal. This train isn't just about getting from point A to B. It's a slow, poetic glide through landscapes that feel like postcards of West Virginia's rugged mountains, the sweeping rivers of Kentucky, the farmlands of Indiana, and the architectural marvels of cities like Cincinnati and Chicago. And let's not forget Washington, D.C., the powerful starting point of the journey, where political power and American history meet. The Cardinal runs 3 times a week, offering a unique, relaxing alternative to the hassle of airplanes and highways. In 2026, Amtrak has brought thoughtful upgrades to the service. From cleaner, refurbished superliner equipment to more efficient scheduling and refreshed dining options, this year's Cardinal experience is all about elevating the journey. The ride covers about 1,146 miles, running between New York City and Chicago via Washington, D.C., Charlottesville, Charleston, Cincinnati, and Indianapolis. One of the key reasons train lovers admire the Cardinal is because of the stunning new River Gorge in West Virginia. This part of the route often draws comparisons to rail journeys in Europe thanks to its dramatic natural beauty. The Cardinal hugs the curves of the river, slipping through dense forests and past sleepy mountain towns. In 2026, the observation car has been enhanced with panoramic glass, giving passengers uninterrupted views of the gorge and surrounding countryside. The views are particularly breathtaking during autumn, when the leaves explode into fiery reds, oranges, and golds. If you're planning your trip, that's the time to go. On board the 2026 Cardinal, comfort is the name of the game. Whether you're in coach, business class, or one of the private roomettes or bedrooms, there's been a noticeable improvement in seating, cleanliness, and overall customer service. Amtrak has focused on training crew to ensure a warm, welcoming environment. Travelers who opt for a sleeper accommodation also enjoy priority boarding, complimentary meals, and access to Amtrak lounges at major stations like New York Penn and Chicago Union Station. One new feature introduced in 2026 is high-speed satellite Wi-Fi. While the route does pass through some remote areas where signal may be limited, the overall connectivity has improved drastically. It's now easier than ever to share real-time updates, upload travel vlogs, or even catch up on remote work while winding through America's heartland. Amtrak has partnered with leading satellite internet providers to bring consistent, stable Wi-Fi to the majority of the Cardinal's route. Dining has also seen a refresh. The traditional dining car is now combined with modern, casual fare and regional specialties. On select days, the menu offers local treats inspired by areas the train passes through: a Virginia ham, Appalachian trout, Cincinnati chili. Even vegetarians and vegans now have multiple quality options, making the train more inclusive than ever. One of the most memorable segments of the Cardinal is the stretch between White Sulphur Springs and Montgomery, West Virginia. Here, the train snakes alongside rivers and cliffs, through tunnels and under massive steel bridges. Rail fans often mention this part as one of the most picturesque sections of any Amtrak long-distance route. In 2026, new sound dampening technology in the train cars has made the ride even smoother and quieter, adding to the peaceful, contemplative atmosphere. Let's talk about the cities along the route. Each stop has its own flavor, adding cultural depth to the journey. Charlottesville, for instance, is steeped in American history and home to the University of Virginia. It's a great place to hop off for a quick day trip before catching the train again. Cincinnati, known for its Art Deco architecture and rich German heritage, offers one of the most scenic urban views on the route as the Cardinal crosses the Ohio River via the iconic Brent Spence Bridge. In Indianapolis, the train arrives at Union Station, a blend of 19th century grandeur and modern convenience. This city, famous for the Indy 500, has seen a growing interest on train tourism. More passengers are now combining rail travel with local events, turning their trip into a more dynamic vacation. Chicago, the final destination, is not just a transport hub but a travel highlight in itself. From here, passengers can transfer to other Amtrak services like the Empire Builder, Southwest Chief, or California Zephyr. Traveling eastbound, the journey begins in the Windy City and unfolds in reverse, offering a different perspective and the same dramatic landscapes. Eastbound travelers get sunrise over farmland and late afternoon glows as the train winds into the Blue Ridge Mountains. The transitions between rural America and big cities create a rhythm that feels poetic, a one that's hard to replicate by air. Let's take a moment to appreciate how much of a hidden gem the Cardinal is. It's often overshadowed by more famous routes like the California Zephyr or the Coast Starlight, but those who've ridden the Cardinal will tell you it's one of the most underrated train journeys in the U.S. Its combination of scenic beauty, historical context, and intimate service makes it feel like a well-kept secret, the one that you're lucky to discover. In 2026, Amtrak has also introduced eco-friendly initiatives on the Cardinal. More energy-efficient locomotives are now pulling the train, reducing emissions while maintaining performance. Recycled materials are used in onboard products, and biodegradable packaging has replaced plastic in many of the dining services. Passengers can even track the train's carbon footprint through the Amtrak mobile app and see how much greener their journey is compared to flying. Speaking of the Amtrak app, it's worth noting how tech-forward this year's experience is. Real-time updates, seat reservations, lounge access, and even meal ordering can all be done from your smartphone. This kind of digital convenience has made the 2026 Cardinal feel like a blend of old-world charm and modern comfort. Now, let's talk about the atmosphere on board. There's a certain camaraderie among passengers on long-distance trains, and the Cardinal is no exception. You'll meet fellow travelers from all walks of life via families, retirees, college students, solo adventurers. The lounge car becomes a social space, a moving cafe tilde copyright where strangers strike up conversations, play card games, or just gaze out the window in shared silence. Nighttime on the Cardinal is peaceful. In the sleeping cars, lights dim and gentle rocking lulls passengers to sleep. If you're in a roomette, you get turned-down service with fresh linens and complimentary bottled water. There's something timeless about watching moonlight glint off the river as the train glides through the dark. In coach, upgraded reclining seats now offer more legroom and USB ports at every seat, so comfort isn't exclusive to premium ticket holders. Let's not forget about the historical legacy of this train. The Cardinal's lineage traces back to trains like the James Whitcomb Raleigh and the George Washington, classic mid-century rail services that once connected major cities with elegance and efficiency. In 1977, Amtrak rebranded this service as the Cardinal, named after the state bird of several states it passes through. The name fits perfectly. It's colorful, symbolic, and regional. This history is still present today in the architecture of the stations, the vintage posters in the observation car, and the spirit of slow travel that defines the route. It's a nod to the golden age of rail, repackaged for a new generation of travelers. In 2026, Amtrak celebrates 55 years of service, and the Cardinal stands tall as a symbol of endurance and evolution in American rail travel. As we wrap up this journey, imagine stepping off the train in Chicago or New York, not exhausted like you would be after a flight, but enriched, filled with images of river valleys, steel bridges, city skylines, and quiet forests. The Cardinal offers more than transportation. It offers connection, not just between cities, but between people, between past and present, between the land and the traveler. So whether you're planning a full cross-country ride or just hopping on for a few scenic stops, the 2026 Cardinal is an unforgettable experience. Book a window seat, bring a good book, charge your camera, and let the rhythm of the rails carry you across America's beautiful backbone. Thank you for riding along in this video. If you enjoyed this journey, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts below. What's your favorite train route in the US? Have you ridden the Cardinal before? Let us know. We love hearing your stories. Until next time, keep traveling, keep exploring, and we'll see you on the next ride.